2, 1. He's gone. Okay, so I've been asked to interview Ross today on this pass this on thingy that Simon wants me to do. Okay, so I'm Bradley Chapman, straight guy, plays rugby for Outlaws. My outlaw number is BC6. I play flanker, and I'm interviewing today Ross Lowe. Hi, Ross Lowe.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right, mate. You?
I'm not bad, thank you.
Nice to see your face.
Yes, bloody cool, man.
If you want to just introduce yourself for us, please, mate.
I am Ross Lowe, as you can probably see. My outlaw number is 125. I play second row. I'm a gay man, and my pronoun is he, him, his, as normal.
It says on my notes here, is there anything interesting you want to add?
Not really. I'm a second row. It's quite tall. I get called a tractor.
There you go. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay. Right. Okay. I've got a little questions that I've got to ask. Okay. So, what comes to mind when you think of LGBT spaces or groups? Like it says in brackets here, such as like the Boston.
I think I'm a terrible person for this. What do I think about those things? I think they're nice places.
Yeah. What kind of LGBT places do you sort of like go to or know of or?
None without the Outlaws.
Okay.
Only if I'm with the Outlaws, I'll go anywhere like that.
What's that?
The only gay friends I have are the Outlaws, and that's the only reason I'd go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Would you ever go to like a place like that on your own?
No.
No.
Good Christ, no.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't go to Boston on my own. Don't know why. Just wouldn't.
I can't say this, can I? There's a lot of bitchy people in the world, and the gays are pretty bad at it usually. So it's nice to have some friends around, just in case.
Yeah. Fair one. Okay. Right. Next question then. When you think of a traditional rugby club, what image comes to mind?
I never had any experience with rugby clubs before the Outlaws, so the Outlaws comes to mind straight away. But I know that's not really a traditional rugby club.
How about like the some of the traditional rugby clubs we played, right?
The ones we've played seem fine. They seem really nice. They seem a little bit daunting with all of the older straight guys that seem to watch or hang around the area. But they seem mostly fine. It's the ones that you hear about when you're not, like you hear from friends and family that they play somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know the names of any of them. They all sound a little bit daunting and not really for me.
Okay. Okay. So, so what do you think a gay and inclusive rugby club would be like? What did you think?
Oh, what did I think it was like?
Yeah.
Before I started playing for one. I didn't know they existed.
How did you come to play then?
You don't want to know this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, it's not. I don't know if I can say that.
Not for Zoom.
Huh?
Is it not for like putting on internet?
Not really. I don't think my boyfriend would like it very much.
Just make something up then. That'll do.
I'll skip out some details. I ended up talking to your brother on Grindr.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yes, and after a while, I asked about the rugby, I think, and then we talked about the rugby, and then I went down.
Okay, that's cool. You played loads of games of rugby.
And then I've played tons of rugby, apparently, yeah. Although not for a while, and I hate that.
Okay, where's my next question? How has the Outlaws changed your view of rugby teams and clubs? And what about the gay scene?
What was the first bit of the question?
How has the Outlaws changed your view of rugby club and rugby teams? And then there's an added bit of that. And what about the gay scene?
The Outlaws have changed my view of rugby clubs. Much more open than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Even with the straight teams that we've played, the few of them I played, I usually avoid those games. Don't tell the captain. But yeah, they seem much more open and normal than I was worrying about. They didn't seem to give a shit that we were gay or not, which was really nice to experience. And the gay scene, I'd never really had much experience with the gay scene before I joined the Outlaws because I never had any gay friends.
Yeah.
So it was nice getting some experience of it and seeing how open it was. And then it's great having gay friends because you can bitch about everything.
That's the best bit I like about it as well.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
They have a knack for it.
Have you had any previous playing experience? I think we kind of touched on that already, that this was your first kind of...
I think I made one tackle in PE once, many years ago. And then I hid in the library for the rest. So, no, not really.
No. Sport wasn't your thing then?
No, good God. I remember I was in... My favourite sport was when you played football because you could be a defender with all of the other people that didn't like to play sport. And then whenever anyone came close, you could just hack their legs off. It's great fun. But no, I hate sport.
Okay.
For some reason, the Outlaws have changed my mind.
It's a good thing. Because it turns out you're quite good at it. So.
Well, I was a year ago and probably can't... Like, I get tired walking up the stairs now.
I think we all do that. That's Rona for you, you know what I mean?
So I don't think I'll be very good when I come back.
Okay, so thinking back, how did you feel before your first training session?
Terrified.
Yeah. Why? Why do you think that?
I'd never done an organised sport before. When I had done it in school, it was full of people who were very shouty and very angry.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anyone. And I have social anxiety and depression. Rona has sort of brought that back a little bit, but before that it was okay. And I'd only recently come out of CBT for it. So I was very worried. But after talking to them all, I did get a little bit of an odd look from Wardy when I told him the story of how I joined. But it was okay after the first one, and then I actually really enjoyed it.
Have you found that the sport has kind of helped with sort of anxiety, depression symptoms?
Yeah, massively. Like team playing, I mean, my therapist would have like been really, what's the word? Like, it sounds obvious stuff, that teamwork helps social anxiety, obviously, but it's amazing how much it actually has helped.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And helping find my voice as well, which I'm usually quite a quiet person.
It kind of forces you to do it, doesn't it, really? It kind of forces you to use your voice.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't have a choice but to shout when you need to shout.
Oh, yeah, and I get very angry on the pitch.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have a release for that.
It'd be quite cathartic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is lovely, yeah. Yeah. What was the other part of that question? Was there a different part?
Nah, you can't.
Okay, cool.
How did you feel after your first training session? I think we kind of covered that a little bit as well.
But yeah, I was really happy with it. It felt quite good. I felt like, obviously, I was learning everything from scratch. I remember Lowe had me on my knees, not like that. And he was just walking into me and I was tackling him very slowly. But even that, it sounds bad, being on my knees, it felt really nice. But it was really nice after the game, just because it was so much fun. Yeah, it was really nice. They're all a nice bunch of lads, I thought. Looking forward to doing it again.
Did you feel you fitted in?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, I wasn't quite as athletic back then. but everyone was really friendly and welcoming, and I had no issues with it afterwards. And I still felt nervous the second time, but I was still getting over my social anxiety, so it was much easier the second time after I knew them.
Have you had any kind of like anxiety symptoms like since, if any sort of relapses or?
Yes, why are we going there? Yes.
That was just a question. It was just
yeah. Yeah, recently, I've had, I do terribly when I don't have people. Even though I'm an introvert, I do absolutely terribly when there's no one around. So having to work from home on my own for weeks on end was terrible. And then recently I've come back to the office and it seems to be a bit better, but there's loads of work piling up and it's I haven't done very well.
You can't to get back to get yourself back up. Are you there?
Yeah, you broke up for a second.
I did. Oh, sorry, mate. I was just saying that I'm obviously I can feel your pain. Being at home on your own, humans are social creatures, aren't we? We need to interact. Like you said, even though you are introverted, you still need people around you. Sometimes even just to drag yourself out of yourself.
Exactly.
Have you sort of like got yourself like coping mechanisms or anything to help yourself through?
I'm not sure. I go to work and that helps. Being in the office helps a lot.
Yeah.
Coping mechanism, I'm not sure I do really. Rugby was my coping mechanism.
Yeah.
But it's I haven't found another one yet.
I'm assuming that you're
well, obviously the main one is food. Ignoring it while eating, that helps a lot. But no, nothing healthy. No.
Whatever works, mate. Whatever gets you through the day. That's what people have realised in this Corona world that we live in. Like, we just need to get through the day, and then we'll just sort it out when it's all done.
Yeah, thank God. Can't bloody wait.
Sounds of it. June. Coronavirus is going to finish in June, which sounds good.
Can't wait.
Okay, let's move this on. Let's make this a bit more cheery. What advice would you give to a new member or someone out there who's thinking about getting involved?
Well, first, probably wait till Corona's over. That'd be helpful. But then come straight away. Yeah. There's nothing to stop you. There's no reason not to join the outdoors. It's amazing. I tell literally everyone that they should join, and then half of them decide to come on, and half of them probably don't.
Take 50%. That's good.
Well, yeah. I think it's less than 50%, but they're mostly scared. But I tell them they shouldn't be scared at all because there's absolutely nothing to be scared of. And everyone's really nice, and it's a bit of fun, and it's exercise, and it's £20 cheaper a month than a gym.
So there you go. Who wouldn't want to join up?
Exactly.
Okay, I've got a final question for you, Ross.
Okay,
and this is a bit of a difficult one, so take your time.
Okay.
If you could describe the Outlaws in 3 words, what would they be?
I've got 2 words. I need a third one.
What have you got so far?
Nuts.
Nuts. Yeah, cool.
Family.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's it. Nuts family.
Nuts family. Yeah, that works. Beer.
Nuts family beer. There you go.
Works.
That
beer,
works.
everyone likes beer.
I like that. Okay, Ross, that is all my questions. You've kind of done well. Well done, mate. I need to get this last bit right so Simon then does it. It says on here, this does not need to be verbatim. However, you do need to get it passed on. Right, okay. So, Ross, thank you for answering my questions and doing this little thing. And I can't wait to see who you pass it on to. Like that. Is that the end? And, oh yeah, so they can tackle those questions. And that's it. That's it for me. We are done.
Cool. I can't put my thumbs up. The camera's not working.
Hey,
I can't put the thumbs up. My camera's not working.
we just got to wait for Simon to come back online now.
Thank you for watching the interview with an outlaw. If you like what you saw, please click like. And if this is the first time you're here, why not hit subscribe for more from our channel? We release 5 every Friday, so let's see who will pass it on next.